a lot of guys babalea span to go and study, assuming that ha tshwere masters o tlo gutla a be manager. And
But sometimes because
yeah,
okay, knowledge experience let's say knowledge.
yeah.
But then the qualifications are not at some point what to choose never compare knowledge.
But so when I okay, Tshepo re tla tla wena. So when I ba tlo compare ma ntshwetse we.
Knowledge.
No, ntshwetse. I get it. Yeah, it's university and it's college. So when I ba tlo prefer ma. Okay. Action! Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Plusing. On this particular episode that we have for you today, we're going to be talking about everything interns. And on today's podcast, we actually said them in interns. Okay, unless I let intern, unless I qualify. We said it with people who are now in the working class. So, pay sleep. Today's guest is Amo. We also have Tshepo in the background. Tshepo, you'll see Tshepo on screen now, I think in the next minute or so. So we're going to be covering everything about interns, adjusting to the workplace, and is there any growth that they see in the company, corporate culture, like everything that concerns interns. And just someone new stepping into the corporate space, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hi.
Hello.
Kira ke smile wana. Wa re dinsa?
I didn't see nothing.
Just like Tell me, ne? Yeah, just pick up that voice a tad. Don't worry. Feel comfortable, feel relaxed. Buale na good.
Hi.
So dinsa? I didn't.
Yeah.
Where are you from, yo? You know study right? TUT.
Yeah, I was studying animal science.
Animal science. Just pick up your voice again.
Yeah, I was studying animal science to go TUT.
Go TUT.
Yeah.
How was it?
Daily sharp, not difficult.
And the guy behind the scenes is Tshepo. He comes from a college. So I like today's setup where we have someone from a university and we have someone from a college. I think that is something that we can play off. So how's work?
Yeah, everything is fine because already get adjusted. So, but at first, it's only but I don't know so everything is at ease.
By ease.
Yeah.
What was the most challenging thing, or no, not necessarily challenging, but when you started working, what was like shit? I didn't expect this, or maybe the work was too much, or things are just happening too quick. What was the most challenging thing for you to adjust to now that Ori also adjusted?
I think time management, because back goes kolong now different, because the structure is like a bit different. Then I have to come to work, and then I don't have time for myself sometimes. So I try to work the whole day. Yeah.
And what you're saying is spot on, because I can remember my first year, okay, not working, but my first year more plusing. I think I had the same kind of experience. That first 6 months, I think, is the worst 6 months. Yeah, luckily, we place a dragon to keep alive and to keep up with the pace. But no, I'm just saying, what I used to do is, I used to specialize in power naps. You know, as a power nap. I had a tea time, get a tea, a speed. And then I'm back up and then I'm charged up for the day. So I fully relate our time management was an issue. But how did you adjust? Did you just work and now things so quiet?
Yeah, I just got used to it.
I guess that is part of adulting.
Yeah.
I was tsoa ga obane ke choice. So tsoa o tseba hore lo go lo emetse.
Exactly.
And then coming to production itself. Production in J. I don't know what we do is rearing. What caught you off guard, or what is the most exciting thing for you when it comes to production?
When it comes to production.
Yeah.
Okay, what I realized is that what I've been studying practically it's kind of different.
Yeah.
So it's like most of the things where they caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I found them interesting. Especially dealing with day olds. A lot of things very
sensitive yet there.
Yeah, a lot of things you lots and expect very. Yeah. Most of the things pila.
And how did you adjust to dealing with people?
Okay, that one maybe the hardest one pila. You come here, you come across different personalities. Yeah. So especially as the youngest student, Ufitamo, Baunyata and all that. Yeah, Baunyata.
Baunyata ga obane o monyane o baunyata ga obane o tswa sekolong, and surely hauna experience. Why do you think hore banyata ga obane you still innocent, still little cute then, or dinsa both?
Banyata because ke ngwana ve. And then number 2, Leona area hore student they know or student, but banyata because they know rakiti span mara still student
and that is usually the case, and I found in my experience some things staff will do on purpose to you guys, taking advantage of the fact you're reality span. So some things you got to know set up, knowing that amara si boni dide. But have you adjusted? Eh?
Yeah, so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's it. Before we continue, I would like to bring you guys back.
Yeah.
Alright. Here's the thing, you guys, one is from the university, one is from the college. I get it. And Amo just said now, to her the transition.
Yeah, production wise was challenging.
Was challenging.
Yeah.
So I would like to know from Tshepo, like I expect that thing, or at the farm, I have to wake up in the morning. I need to do certain things because if you're from the college, that is what you do in the morning, or that is what you do. You're supposed to do.
Yeah, true that.
I would like to, for Tshepo to explain, for him it was the same case,
or was it some a bit different?
Because it's from the college. But what do you guys go from like just to class, and us we used to in the morning you go to the
local banyana pili.
So what was your take on it?
Now we do that normally in the morning for like the first hour just to explore from school. We have to wake up early in the morning, even supervisors and companies see what the signal.
Pick up your voice, man.
I kind of expected every day in the whole class. Mari, with the fact that our college control, like sometimes I wouldn't wake up.
This class get like
what I'm trying to drive home is it wasn't a surprise to you. You need to wake up in the morning.
I expected everything. I wake up in the morning. Get things done.
Yeah, my point why I was bringing that up is I feel like there's a difference between a student at varsity and a student at college. You know, a student at college already knows. Even if Goskolo you didn't do that, but you know what is expected to you, like when you fix up a family.
No, true that, and you're already working with it. But bringing it back to an when now that to get what do you wish or Ricky Beso? If you were to turn things back, would you still have went to varsity kapo ka boile college?
Definitely go college because I spend a lot of time with Tshepo, like everything in I go school and I realize when I actually take it's way too different from the Tshepo I irang. Yeah. The focus I did try. No college they focus on certain things. Look over varsity.
They focus on more theory based.
Yeah.
Bringing that combo back, and which is a relevant point, G. I think that distinction is dope as hell. I think we have discussed it, me and Basti, already. How's it now? You first year you were a student, now a working class. What are you doing to earn your respect? Because in essence, when it comes to staff, you have to earn your respect. And experience at some point it may fail. Like and especially now, the two of you guys, we elevated you guys in a supervisory role. So how was that a judgment? How was it to Roma Mutuamuholo, Roma Takaya Mama, Ore Mama? Samon latele what? Is that a difficult adjustment or?
I think the difficulty when I arrived here, and they are the ones that taught me a lot of work more. So the next thing I had to tell them what to do.
So Baufabatali, and now all of us are in Jigi.
So now I just have to people know it is spanning
and which is I think your analysis is dope. Now you have to show which is span, and now you have to show and like it was gala. Fela, but na and then how do you think okay, let me ask this question. Experience. What is your understanding of experience? Because a lot of guys, but let's say overseas, otla mo plasing into the workplace, assuming that otoba supervisor immediately or otoba manager or just because we're not to school. What is your understanding? How do you see the next, let's say, 2 years of your life? More plusing and just you building your career. What do you see in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, I think I'll be working on
yeah,
that's what I'll be working on.
But do you think Kore, it's fair for someone at school and then akale as a general worker? Do you think that is fair or do you think it's unfair?
I think it's fair because you have to know what happens underground before.
Yeah.
Just have to have an idea.
But was that your expectation on Otla Plasi? Or we're now to or what was your expectation?
Okay, my expectation was definitely not where I come spending. But now I was expecting that special treatment because I was a student. But yeah, it was otherwise.
Yeah, and it's not a. The reason I'm asking you is it's not a challenge only for you guys. I see it every year. That students come in, and you genuinely don't expect that you're going to work just like everyone else. But for me, it makes perfect sense because supervisor motojuangos as the dispan, and most people don't see it. It's about Kabelo. Yeah. So I was having this conversation with Kabelo, and he was telling me, "Leon go TT," or he was there. So Leon and a lot of people don't understand what it takes to build a career, or maybe they don't have advice or whatever institution that you come from on how to build a career. You can't just start only supervise, and that is why I think a lot of students are last in above Babo or more chongitoko for the next like 2 years, and that is why most kids leave. But I would advise you or you guys, for the next 2 years, don't expect any position. Just work, and like you said, I love your answer, Auri. Work on those things that, and especially when it comes to people. I think me and you had this conversation 2 weeks back. The actual work production, it's like 50% of if you want to climb the corporate ladder. If you want to become a supervisor, okay, not supervisor, supervisor If you want to become a manager, 50% of your job is production, because you should know production. Like I know, you need not tell me anything, but the rest of the other 50% is how do you deal with people every day and getting used to people. I think while we're on this topic, um, how analyze our staff, Unje? What type of different characters have you come across? Because some people you would assume or a motota change, let me give him a fair chance. But you always get, for example, you get those that talk shit the whole day. Go to Motua thing from January every day we complain. So what type of characters have you come across that
I came across batho ba go tswafa
yeah
le batho ba hore tlile spanning just for go spana and just for pusha nako.
o tlile to collect a paycheck?
Yeah, tlile collect a paycheck. Yeah, le bona ba ulela why bo sna full stop. And ba ke bona ba difficult to deal le bona really.
So how do you manage that? If when you're responsible for all these guys, is it important for you, a question, is it important for you to know the different personalities and manage them different, or about manage and up?
No, it is important because how I manage Motomo, so it's not going to be the same as how I manage the other one. Because I get about one, so it's more manage Kamko Ali.
Manager, yes. I came across the most weirdest thing, and funny enough, you would assume what is happening here at this particular workplace. I guarantee you leave this place, you go to a workshop, you go to another farm, the character to be lemo yante same. Like I used to give people a chance or try to convince a person or Raymond, why you complaining? It's like in Joe. Every day wala my G, but how to really span.
Yeah.
But we complain every day or mahua but why you such in this span? And like you said, those are the most difficult people to deal with. But my point was just that those people are everywhere, and I've learned that don't change a person. Manage motoka mohualim because mototsa so, and probably after a year or two out via or so every day talking shit then, and which is counterproductive. Let's talk about industry. Is this poultry kiki preference? Yeah.
Initially, no, it wasn't. My preference is really dairy.
You dairy.
Yeah, poultry really.
Shit, why is it there when you are?
Yeah, I want to eat it, but
But what fascinates you about dairy?
what fascinates
Yeah.
me? Kerata genetics, so I think when it comes to dairy, actually, yeah.
You'll be
that's
more
it.
on that space,
Yeah.
artificial insemination
Yes.
and being picky with the type of bull and so on. Yeah, because we're not we not. Yeah. I again referring back to Kabel. We had this conversation. A lot of interns plasing because let's say we apply at an agency. Agency they give you kind of options or now we're not about to now. And then they just place you anyway. Like now we're not about dairy and no moduho. But do you think what you are doing now, moduho, in the poultry industry, do you think the lessons you're learning now or how now implement let's say eventually we are there? Do you think what you are learning now or how we will implement that?
When it comes to production, definitely not.
Yeah.
Because poultry is way too different. Unless maybe get spana for pigard or anything,
Yeah.
then it's not apply.
But no, on a management level, let's say on a supervisory level, how to manage people, how to record keep, timekeeping, like
Okay, I think it's not that much different.
yeah.
I think it's the same.
You think it's the same? Because a lot of people bavaya plasing, saying that yeah no I see industry yaka, I will go work elsewhere and then over also tole span because yeah fuck, we know the unemployment rate. Instead of learning the business, how to do record keeping, how to do admin, how to manage people. Because like I said, loud and go to a dairy farm. You don't want to be a general worker, I assume. If you go dairy farm, you probably want to be in a manager position. And I guarantee you, whatever you're learning here, and especially on a supervisory level, that same thing, like you say, production has changed, but when it comes to managing people, but to give out,
Yeah.
and which is dope. So I would advise you to stick a while, um, and learn those things that you have to learn, and then you can move and leave and go do whatever you want to do. Are you going to study this year?
Yeah, advanced diploma.
Advanced
in
diploma.
diploma science, yeah.
I have personally I have an issue. Well, not an issue. I have an issue with people but study because no okay Ricky Besha Rutis the less carry gets our school. Taba ya ka e mo gore a lot of guys babalea span to go and study assuming that ha tshwere masters
So I could do.
o tlo gutla a be manager
Yeah.
and
But sometimes because
yeah
okay, nale Tshepo na le experience ya ho tshwana. Let's
Yeah.
say ra tshwana nale Tshepo.
yeah
But then the qualifications are not sa tshwane. At some point what to choose ama. Never compare nale Tshepo.
but so when I okay Tshepo re tla tla wena so when I ba tlo compare ma ntshwetse we
Nale Tshepo.
no ntshwetse I get it yeah it's university and it's college so when I ba tlo prefer ma okay let's say diploma and masters so when I ba tlo prefer ma
What I'm saying ke hore okay, let's say Tshepo and I re ya go interview ya spine.
yeah
Di CV tsa rona di a tshwana, re na le diploma, re na le experience e tshwanang mo head block.
yeah
But then nna ke na le qualification yo feta ya high. Ba yo tsama.
yeah Tshepo ka watile a re utle Tshepo re ngwe
That's not always the case.
yeah what
I think it depends on how you sell it.
yeah
Like how you convince the employer for it. Like, I'm the guy.
uh,
So if you figure out you have the same experience, you have everything. Whereas figure out like you want to just say them.
Okay.
So it depends on how you sell it.
o ring when
You might
Yeah,
have
I
like
agree.
diploma and whatnot. Depends on how you speak to somebody like playing for that setting. Yes.
I
It does have a point.
he does have a point and he has a strong point and but you also have a point like I mean if at the end of the day it's already money and I have to choose and people are more or less the same I'm going to go with the one that is the most educated solely because well if that I don't do an interview process yeah I could talk about it not say if your is a not but if I go into an interview process I think it boils down to that and for now that is what I personally learned with emphasis kata by experience. So you feel like experience. So a lot of guys are complaining or man, I only the job application about like 5-year experience. So I told you, but fuck it, how do you get experience?
Yeah.
You have to come and work and start down there.
Yeah.
But that's selling yourself. I think that is dope.
Important, yeah.
Do you think if I was to compare with another tab, I get okay,
I
no?
would like to. Why? This is a question to you, to all of you guys here.
Yeah.
Why do you think experience counts? Because that thing is it about? Because someone, as you say, someone will, I got American go to school or another more educated.
Yeah.
So why is experience important? Because you have to understand why. Why do you think experience is important?
Hiring motanal experience it's much better than motanal diploma as it's already so it's better create an experience I think everything than to start somebody from scratch and do everything.
Yeah, I think that is spot on. You can add to
and
that.
For me,
Yeah.
because of I'm running my own thing. When you like your masters, I know you're expecting something very high. You know what I mean? And then over diploma, I know got a boss. I'm thinking of this. Unless that person can sell themselves, that is when and I know that work experience. He knows where because like everyone, hence every job opportunity, how much did you earn?
Just to get an understanding.
Clearly, in his mind, he knows +5. And I'm pretty much sure he's certain. But if you don't have experience, what was how much are you going to farm? No, I was eating something like that.
Because you don't know the industry standards in here and and solid.
It boils down to production. If we are a farm, we focus on If you hire someone who doesn't know how to increase your production, what's the point?
Useless, Moto. And this is the misunderstanding that I think most guys that are studying have. Or you would assume that your PhD will allow you to walk into a corporate space and just become a production manager, and then I'll become a production in Waswab. For that effect exactly, or training you guys and even training just you guys as interns. It's time consuming that day. Um, at times annoying. At times it's annoying. At times la bore la. Okay, but not now. No le better, no le working class. Alessa bana ba school. But from a manager's perspective, it's really time consuming to teach someone something from scratch, because that means in my normal day I have to make time to educate this person instead of getting someone another experience. And experience in essence means already you guarantee me that you know how to do and you have done it before. So our feet up, you hit the floor running and you increase production. So you are spot on. But in conclusion, what question would you like to ask, or what would you like to add?
I would like to ask something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amo. I graduated with students at the farm. What do you think, or when you did differently than
Oh,
everyone
perfect.
for you to get this opportunity and to get employed? Like, what do you think? Even now, I was a student. I would like you to tell me, what did you do for when I graduated? And yeah, so that is my question. I think. Is it
No,
clear?
spot on, spot on.
What did you do differently?
Okay, the first thing ke ho spana thata, hard work. And then hunter mentality ya batho ba mo polaseng, because polasi e na le okay di polasi
And then what is the mentality of what
mentality ela ya hore di manager di ra so ela ya try di manager so and then that thing it decrease le ka mkho o spanang ya affect somehow, because tea time if but you're still sitting down, or there's something that you have to do but you're still not doing it because when I'm plasing aurati albert yeah.
And then sharp, you've moved the level up because of your hard work. I believe your hard work yeah. Now your hard work is a hard work.
What
But you never take that guy to production.
to a manager?
To a manager. So from now, we relate. What is the next step for you? Like, what do you need to do for you to elevate yourself? And
Dope.
I think Albert will comment on it, because he was there and then he moved up.
Yeah. So
What?
in essence, the question is, what do you still need to do now? You've proven to us, Mopla Signori,
You're a hard worker.
you are a super worker. That is not a problem anymore. But like he says, there's still more skills you need to learn to become a manager. And what do you think those are?
I think I still need to prove that I can solve certain problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can analyze situations.
Yeah, but just to be a manager, you have to be able to solve problems. That is your everyday job. Solving problems. A hard worker solves a problem. Hard work. Peter, what? Hey, hard work, but to scale up.
So just before we wrap it up, you said you need to learn how to analyze. You need to learn how to solve problems. What just one thing that you're going to be working on yourself to be able to achieve those things? What do you need to do to achieve those things?
What do I need to
Yeah.
do is
Otamochune.
I think I have to
What I think Ereko Arabelle yona or kumite halfway. Shit, yeah, the Jen is going to make a huge noise now. Eh? But it's still dope. Eh? Just a tad. Last 30 minutes. 3 minutes. Shit. My advice to you, just as we wrap it up, is I put you guys in places deliberately so that when a house span, you are supervising. The essence of you supervising is for you to be thinking the whole day. And if you do that, all you need to do, your job as a supervisor is to do this and this to observe the whole day and check this and check that and check that. Your job is not necessarily to get your hands dirty. And if you do that, I think you have a smart mind. You're not dumb. If you do that, you'll be great. You'll be awesome. So, anything before we wrap this one up? Tshepo wakena no. Tshepo wakena is it's time to shine now. But you are happy.
Yeah.
You're happy. So yeah, guys, we have now the culprit. He was behind the scenes the first part. He was ghosting, and now he's on. So yeah, get Tshepo. Tshepo G, what's happening, dog?
Yeah, a lot is happening, my brother.
A lot.
A lot is happening. We are still trying to adjust to this work class and whatnot. So there's no PT like the first year.
No wakoba, no awusanadi. But what is for you the most exciting? Like challenging but exciting at the same time.
Like the chaos within, like I have to like remain calm within the chaos, especially risk for catch. That's like my most exciting activities like in class.
I think that chaos. I think Leo is key lead idea. But guys, I will close this one. Leave that one. It's going to make a noise. I will close it. Leave it. Don't close it. Yeah. So, you know what that thing is called? It's called a calm rush. It's called a calm rush. And to be frank, Linda and Mbaizi over a couple of years when I started out. When things got hectic, Linda got panic, like Linda got up and down and then I got the experience here. They call it a calm rush, but eventually when you know what needs to happen, what's about chaos here we prevent, right? Planning, being organized. Because everyone else is not organized, but I'm organized. I know who's going to do what, so it doesn't affect me. Even if I receive or I catch, but it's a valid point, and it takes more experience you can take.
Yeah.
So I go here or on an experience. I expect you to display your another cameras. But besides that, what else is interesting in this Pali?
The challenge the buyer because every day is a new day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go less staff as what was
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a different thing because especially during the last 2 hours, there's always something.
You pick up a voice,
Yeah, because during the last after lunch, there's always something. It can be like tank, it's a paraffin, it can be feed, it can be anything. So yeah, that's one thing that can kind of kept me like on my toes.
The unexpected, expecting the unexpected.
Like the last time, Tragachi.
Hey, now let's see. I think 2 weeks back, Tracker Aero Night caught fire. And yeah, but it was chaos. Luckily we were prepped and we had fire extinguishers and stuff like that. And Chile what's happened, What is your plan? Plan, okay. Let's say in the next 2 years, where do you see yourself?
The next 2 years, I still see myself here more head bro.
Yeah.
But not entirely like mentally here more head bro.
Yeah.
Like nah, head bro is my life and whatnot. I'm still trying to push something on the side. Because now I'm interested in beef. Because South Africa beef are taking 75%.
You're not Dominica.
So I'm still trying to do some kind of background in here and there. So I'm kind of learning some insightful articles and
in terms of you see in a lot of instances, let me make example when I got into the game, I knew exactly on what level I want to play, whether it's beef or no, I guess sector specific, beef, poultry or whatever it is. wherever I am involved, I need to be at the top. That is regardless. And I want us to take it a bit up, the combo. Getting up there is not as easy as just applying. Because let's say for an example, you see how big our company is.
Yes.
There's a lot of opportunities within the company. How do you get recognized? What do you think you need to do to get recognized? Even if you can something at a different farm, but people know it's a what do you do to get recognized?
I think it boils down to like soft skills, like I
Yeah.
said on the previous podcast. So that kind of leadership, problem solving, planning, yeah, the let's say, and you have to be recognized, my brother. So the farm
But how?
manager.
Okay,
Yeah, so the farm manager has to see you around for that's a point or something that is
Yeah.
meaningful to my goal. So yeah, so production, money wise, everything has to be there. So,
get involved.
Yeah, get involved in almost everything.
And you are spot on that the manager, and which is for now very important, because a lot of guys, I mean a whole year kafika asoko panel manager or asoko manager, or people irrelevant. I like what you did the other day, one of the directors, or when I was having a conversation with one of the directors, and you showed up and you actually said something, so the guy knows that, or at least he knows the face. But let me give you some game. Let me put you on to some shit. This is how it goes, ne? And a company as big as this, you do not only want to be recognized by the manager, because I know Tshepo. Charles know me and him discuss. We do the planning for the farm, so we know you're involved. But you don't want to put yourself in a position yauri. Because if Tshepo is good and Tshepo is adding value to the farm, I will also not go out of my way, but I will try to keep you as much as possible. We're now manager, but I can't afford to lose you because our via kawate. So you need to make sure that you not only impress the manager or us as managers, you also impress the production manager. So whenever the guy who manages us comes through, he needs to know you are here. Because otherwise, if only us on the farm know you are here,
Speaking on maybe the next guy, not your manager.
yeah, the production manager.
So how do you do that as an individual? Like when do you know what is the right spot to hit?
Yeah.
How do you do it? How do you go about that? Because that's
Yeah.
very crucial. Because sometimes we're supposed
To do something.
That was not your place. So how do you expose yourself to that?
100. What do you think?
I don't think there's a right spot to expose yourself.
Yeah.
Like you have to take any opportunity, like like any time.
Yeah.
Afika production manager or mona or mulata, just talk. Even if you just try to make sure okay, it's a go ahead go and whatnot. Because most of the time I don't know Kiko housing, I don't know how demo plus. Should it happen or get more housing and then go I'm introducing myself. I don't care.
Okay. You adding
No,
something?
I'm not adding. I'm just listening.
Yeah. Let me add a layer on that. And you're right. And thank you for the question, G. I think and then you should never grab any opportunity that comes. It needs to have some timing. Some things they land different when you do it at the right time, at the right place, and the right opportunity. If let's say, for an example, me and the production manager are having a meeting on Frosta, you can't just jump into the meeting. Hi, my name is Tshepo, and I am an intern. I'm here.
It becomes a bit inappropriate.
It becomes inappropriate, and it shows that because guys are busy in a meeting, and you're just barging in. This is how you do it. The right place, the right time. For an example, most funny, you guys are doing a lot of work that you're not getting paid for. Like now, supervisor, but aropa tale for supervisor. You see, you need to continue doing that and putting yourself in that space, because should the production manager come, if I am happy that Tshepo, and the production, let's say the production manager wants something, you want something done, like the other day you went to another farm, Ulo Hulaman. See, that is the right place to shine. Now, you talk to that manager. But my point is just that I'm finding it hard, unless I use myself. Let me use myself as an example. How I climbed this corporate ladder. I remember there's this one day, it was early in the morning, the production, one of the directors came. I think it was my second year. Yeah, my second year. The first year being the Gili student thing. And then early, Jan, Feb. Early in the morning, he caught us all by surprise. So early in the morning, fortunately enough, I was with the people in the office. And I was still young, man. I was you guys. I was still young. When he came there, instead of me talking to him, I continued doing my job. But I did my job in such a way that he took notice of me doing. He literally came to the office and he sat down. We had every morning, okay, we don't do it now anymore because of COVID. We are not allowed to make meetings in the morning and discuss stuff. Even now, I think that kind of habit faded away. But when he came through, I didn't even talk to him. Well, I greeted him and said, hello, yes, how are you, sir? But I continued doing my job. And in me doing my job, and I did my job on purpose, of course I did a little bit extra but I was still in my element. So I addressed the staff, guys, this is what we're doing. He was literally sitting in the office, not saying anything. And the staff was there and the people were there. And and I addressed everyone, guys, this is the plan for the week, this is the plan for the day, this is the plan for now. You are going here, you are going there, is there any problems, this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. In me doing that, without me having to explain to him that I'm competent in being a manager, he got an opportunity to see me doing managing and playing that role. And that made things so much easier for myself. I didn't have to sell myself to him. Or yeah, no, I'm the right guy for the job, please. No. I got employed that day. Yeah, that day when the director left, the following day HR called me and said, yeah, dog, because at that time I was a supervisor. But the following day, I think after 2 days or the following week, the director called HR. HR called me and said, yeah, dog, you are now the assistant manager of the farm on first time. My point why I was telling you the story is, you should not grab any opportunity that comes. Use timing. I remember the other day, or 2-3 years back, we were at a different farm. That farm was being converted into a broiler farm, fish scale 1. It was being converted into a broiler farm. The supervisor student, Sada, well, I had to go and manage that farm when that manager left of that place. But the directors and everyone was there, the production manager, the directors, everyone was there. That guy, he took that opportunity and said, no, but why is Albert coming from Headblock and coming to manage this farm and I am still here? But he was very arrogant, is my point. And that arrogance didn't serve him, because now you look arrogant to this guy. So you are undermining the authority of people who you want to hire you. And his intentions was good. His intentions was trying to prove himself. Forever and why I'm here, I'm capable. But that was not the right way to do it. It was not the right time and the right place to do it. So that goes just to my point, to your point, and say, grab any opportunity. Do not grab any opportunity. Be very smart and analyze the situation. And then you hit, and then things automatically happen for you. And yeah, man, and on that, there's a huge demand for black management. I don't think a lot of guys understand or see what's going on. But first, you have to operate on this level to be able to be invited to certain meetings and do certain stuff. But there's a lot of, even the company that we're working for now, they are hungry for guys like you, because all of the other managers are old as fuck. They are dinosaurs. And there's no youth, there's no young blood coming in and bringing that new innovation and bringing that new management style and bringing that. So there's a lot of demand for you guys. If you are just patient and you stick to your guns and you are respectful, I think you guys are going places.
Yeah, and that is some more questioning why let's incentivize like your employees.
Why is that?
It's about incentivize like they affect some kind of competition between them. Because what I noticed according to your team, you change it like often, you change the team. If I was a manager, like I would make like team a consistent thing, and then kind of make them compete or this one and this one, and then one of the team may win, and maybe at the end of the year they get some kind of a bonus or some kind of chickens.
Which is dope, but give me more details. So how about compete? So what you are saying is you get two teams, for an example. Those teams don't change.
They don't change.
So the people who are responsible for certain duties in that team have a change. Everyone does.
Everyone stays the same. Because now I don't believe in like the master of all trades. Master this and that. I believe if you are like competent in your role and I'm competent in my role, just function go very far. So
and dog, that is very dope. I think here's my understanding of what you are saying, or where I disagree with you, is if you keep someone constant, let's say a mixer fair, that person is going to get bored doing that job, and he's going to get pissed doing that job, because let's say who mix and get a Spanish at it one, who mixer out one lo paga cooler box, and lo paga cooler box out one low job or whatever. So I think my approach is have something different to do every now and then, instead of doing the same thing over and over.
But if team is constant, they can decide on themselves. When I find how big because I think people they tend to become more interested when they use their brains instead of when some like similar. So if you give them like kind of responsibility of when I saw you set up a team fair, they decide on themselves.
Who does what? Which is dope. I might start implementing that. I think that is dope. What else? What else do you think?
But can I add? You know what is the problem? When the team is running smoothly and you let everyone delegate themselves, the laziest one will always put the team down because of every time. Because he has a job every time. So for me personally, I think one of the, because I was speaking to this guy last. He's running his own thing. I'm running my own thing. Towards the target, or words or no, you do 5 lines and then you are out. Like you're done for the day. You know what is the problem with that? Someone who's going to push those 5 lines regardless of whatever happens. Whether he has the spinach, he doesn't, and he'll push the 5 lines which means he's done. So it's the same thing as letting people delegate themselves to that level. You know what I mean? The disadvantage to that is for it. But look then the one whose character is strong. The easiest job and to demotivate everyone. Because everyone wants the easiest job. Whether your character is strong or weak. But so the problem with that thing is when my character is strong, when I can speak for myself, I will always
dominate the rest.
Demoralize the whole team because it's like when every day it's an easy job. I'm excelling in it. For me,
but 100, and the complications with that is then you have to micromanage these guys, because I think one of my key roles is to make sure that for your because I know there's guys that are stronger personality wise, and that they can assert themselves much stronger than other people. My job, one of my key jobs, is to make sure about Tubawa about say, and just to balance the people out, because but I think going. He explained it perfect. He explained it perfect.
Yeah, because what I noticed was there's like more people that are two-faced or what are influential when it comes to like the team. Because whenever someone says something, it goes.
So your job, and now that you are a supervisor, is to understand those people or give them and even when I set up a team, I set up a team understanding who is in that team. Mang o tlo botola mang who, and I try my best to make the team as neutral as possible to avoid that kind of chaos. I think you saw that chaos. Where okay, let's not get into that. But it's chaotic. Let's go here, man. A lot of interns feel like they are being abused modiplasis. It's either abused in a sense or you are being made to do jobs that are not the jobs that you came for, or what do you think? Do you think that interns are being abused, or is it just laziness, or what inside?
Personally, I think these people don't understand agriculture.
Yeah.
Like, according to now where I come from, like it's always work. There's always something to do. Unless if we're now you just choose the and then whatnot. And it comes to the point that work is a pampuni. I want a chance.
You're always busy.
You're always busy. There's like daily. There's all kind of enterprises that are. You have to be busy with something.
Yeah.
So the intern abusive goes down to personality. What do you expect? That's also yeah, low theft.
Yeah, but for now about interns, and interns, especially in the Greek side, you find that 80% of the interns are into the Greek sector. The last option there was the only thing left for them to go there. So there is the problem. Like I swear to you, guys in my third year, guys they came
were
there
farmers.
consciously, so each and every one of them got employed. It was me, it was Chaudi, those are the three. And by the end of the year, we knew we were employed.
We solid, we are another spot.
Yeah, because consciously so, I went there to do agri. It wasn't my last option.
It was your passion, it was a choice.
I think there is the honest flopper agri, and that is why everyone was saying agri can get funding. There is the problem, but if you can get people who are so on agri, wherever, now I want to do agriculture. Yeah, an agriculture, so.
And I agree with you 100%. In a sense that I've been doing this for like the past 4 years. And even analyzing myself, like you mentioned now, the guys that we went to, or our peers that we were with, all the guys got employed. And it's all the guys that understood very well or Nababata Uchuna. The other thing I want to add on top of that is, fuck it, you don't know jack shit. So why span? Why when about special treatment because you're student? I mean, you should be so excited that you get an opportunity to just mess around. Ninning o parametrager, ninning o housing, ninning o kai, ninning you doing admin. I mean, in my year when I was an intern, that is what got me excited. Like every now and then I'm learning something different. I'm doing stock taking, I'm doing that, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing. So for me, that was exciting. And like Basti said, all the guys, and again, these are just facts, and some people batuenga nuts, but these are facts. All the guys, basimba to ba Greek, the system kicks them out. It's either when awangala or aruhi. Obuela marao, talo tola spani mo bonangore.
But for now, agriculture was not my passion. Well, I kind of learned how to love agriculture.
Yeah.
Because I had my own passions.
Yeah.
Like it's all me whether it's something else.
Yeah.
But I can feel like I got chicken, but I was
just like, hey.
I'm not agriculture so much. Like, what the fuck?
What is that?
So I started loving
They changed your
They changed
perspective.
like my mindset.
So you think the guys, since your perspective perspective about a grade or
Not
just because now honestly I think everyone has agreed in them, but everyone doesn't realize the work that it takes. Because everyone, like everyone wants to grow their own food. It's nothing new already. This thing is just new now, whereby you can just make something else and then someone produces your food for you. So you believe that thing was in you, or but the environment that you were in?
not entirely, because like where I come from, my grandfather did agriculture. So me going to Pampun was kind of my dad's idea. So okay, let me try this thing. I give you I kind of like give birth in me about when I was agriculture. So I wouldn't say the environment like totally. It was in me, but I wasn't aware.
So in conclusion, just final thoughts, maybe something that is bugging you, or something that you're still trying to understand, or whatever it is.
Nah, not currently. There's something that is bugging me. My challenge has been like the weather, time management, and language. Well, language, I'm still like, there's still some barriers here and there. Because coming from like Setswana, Zulu, they are more literal, man. There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
So just
yeah, since you just now like the language and stuff.
but at least
No, I understand. The problem is when I have to like respond.
Dog, you should have seen me 3 years ago, or you should have heard me 3 years ago. I think now I'm much better. I was so bad to a point, okay, wahana, so I'm still very bad.
You're still
Hey,
from
by a
there.
chance, hey, ningabalalila. Rolana Leona rir. But dog, for me it's important. I'm Zanzi, I'm from Afri. So I'm not restricted to poor. But it's very important already. Yeah, you need to be able to, as long as you know utlwisisa le nna Zulu sa ga ke se bua. Se tswa so.
Was it boo? Was it cool?
Yeah, yes, boo. Yes. But what is important for me is, and that is our role, I guess, as black management, is to be the middleman and make sure that the information gets across. So my Zulu is not perfect, but I know how to break things down in such a manner that at the end of the day, sharp. And le stuff how bua le nna la ga bua Zulu, but at least still when I want to you find peace that you The other thing is not only about Zulu. We need to camera practice every day, guys. Because when you get to management, also attend the meeting, you are in production meetings, you are in boardroom meetings, you are in this kind of meetings. And there are also and you don't want to be that guy who fit a meeting and then because somehow people associate the fluency of the intellect, and which is not, those two do not correlate at all. Motomo akasitse biskhowa, but khoya ibulei, but that's a biskhowa, but it or how bua skhowa sa sa tswa jwanjwang. Someone might assume more, hey, but my point is for you guys, especially you guys, because you want to elevate. Every day, what's happening, what are we doing? So that when the opportunity comes and you are sitting in a meeting, you are not scared, my words, and you are just free. Now you can just talk to the people and you don't look down, you don't sound down. So yeah, Zulu se rasibua raskuluma se.
Yeah, but the last question I would like to ask Tshepo is the same question as
Yeah.
You were a student here, now you're employed, or you're getting employed, something like that.
Now to sign a contract, contract.
Yeah. What did you do differently? And then for you to elevate yourself even more, what are you doing differently? Or someone go Pampu, as you said, someone go Pampu. What would you tell a third year student?
Someone who's coming behind you.
And then what would you tell someone in the same position as you? what I'm going to do differently?
I think when it comes to like corporate, there's two teams. There's staff and then there's employment. I think management. So it's always to choose what team do you play for. So it's either you play for the management or the staff.
Let me say something to you. You play for the management, and that is where everyone would like to play, right?
Yeah.
Staff is slow sabotage. You would set a team or go vaccinate, and you speak to Albert or no, this is a team.
Albert
So my point is, you guys know what target there today is 30,000 chickens. Because of what the demand today, they do 5,000. You see what a demand come across as you didn't set the team correctly. So I would say, yeah. What did you do differently to all the students and then what are you planning to do more? Like what are you planning to do again to elevate yourself? Because you did something differently. Yeah,
100.
Yeah, first time. So yeah, is it hard work? What did you do differently? Let's start there. Maybe
Simply,
Yeah, you understand that. The key is fine, hard work. I wanna be more happy. And then after that, that's where you can like learn by yourself.
the soft skills. But can you touch on small skills? Like a soft skills.
Oh yeah. First of all, keep playing bro. Because what like how she's like for if you have to like plan for the next day ahead or I want to do this and that. That means we meet up like the objective of the day, and then it comes down to like leadership. You have to know your people. Or who lazy at what point, who aggressive, waiting. So you have to like learn stuff as well.
And those
Well,
are
it
soft
takes
skills.
time. Mari, you eventually get there.
In soft skills, once you are done with the hard work, now you need to learn the character. I would say, Martinez,
Also.
Albert.
And I think just to sum it up, and you are spot on, G. I think if you do it for long enough, you start to identify. Yes, time is but to identify. It's almost like a cycle. And once you start to understand the cycle, and once you understand the whole cycle, things become much easier for yourself because you understand what needs to be done, when it needs to be done. And in actual fact, when it comes to people as well, you end up knowing a person so well. You know him or her, not better than the person knows him or herself, but relax. So you kind of learn to understand your people, and you learn, and like you said, it comes with experience, and that's why, guys, experience. I don't know why you guys are crying too much, but you have to get experience, and that is why I agreed for now. I say agree. Any role in agree, 5 years experience. Yeah. So lauka baleas plus why skolo. When you come back, you still need to start here because it's highly competitive. Just to wrap it up, I think we're going on to an hour. Guys, Tshepo, this game is highly competitive because you guys are going up against me, Libasti. You are not competing against someone at or someone your age or someone asantana ituta. No, when I happen no nalo when I compete was over the Spanish and then I got the Spanish production. So it's highly competitive. Don't compete with your peers. Don't compete with someone compete with the best. Who's doing it the best and compete with that guy. I want to learn that. And be respectful. Respect opens so many doors that I would reference you. If there's something, a job opens somewhere else, I would recommend you just because Tshepo Nalethompo, and I want to see Tshepo win. I want to see Amo win. But if you are competent and you are arrogant and you don't have respect and you don't value the hierarchy, there's hierarchy everywhere. So if you don't respect that, because in recommend, and even if you apply da, kinna reference ya, abang phone da, you child or Tshepo nonsense. Don't employ Amo. Amo is a lazy girl. So Learn those things, MG. Time. Takes time. Don't rush. You're still young. You're still fresh. And let's do this agri thing, man.
But for now, Tshepo and Amo, it's more. I hear you guys saying about hard work, but you mentioned hard work is like physical labor.
Yeah.
I think that's the mistake that you guys are doing.
Hard work is not just physical.
Hard work is not like
It's mental.
It's mental. Like
Yeah.
we get it. When you get to a certain level, no, it's not about your physique.
Yeah.
It's out that thing. You played it for us. I know you can do that.
Yeah.
Like, that thing you can do. Now it's about the mental
mental
hard work.
capacity.
So now for now it's you guys alright. Let's make it like this. When you
drink that fly, Baba. You don't take it out to our main. Couple wins a win.
Yeah, but for now,
Yeah.
short. Hard work every time, but hard work it differs. When you are a student, physical hard work, that is what is demanded from you. That is all that I want from you.
Yeah.
And then from there, the soft skills, lots of understanding how people think, understanding how people work, that is hard work. And if you take that as a soft thing, that is when you're going to fail. That is when they're going to tick you.
Because of computer, number to buy water.
Yeah, and you are fully aware of
Yeah.
that, basically. You are fully aware. You've been in the industry for like, whatever, so many
Wow,
years.
wow.
So, yeah, I mean, hard work, not for hard work, yeah, throughout. Just that the hard work, you have to become more change as you level up.
It becomes a mental game.
It becomes a mental game, not a physical game anymore. That is why we are regenerating. Yeah, so.
But with that said, guys, Tshepo, thank you very much, G. Amo, Danko. Guys, check this out, yeah. Where we are there. Guys, this is a platform. We're not doing this for entertainment. Plusing is not a platform for entertainment. It's a platform for entertainment and learning and then entertainment. We try to make this learning thing as much entertaining as possible, but we want you guys to watch a podcast and actually get something out of the podcast, not just to be entertained and to waste time or vaisanako. This is not what we do here. Plusing is all about intellectual. We're helping each other grow, guys. We're helping each other grow. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, peace and love.